guys, Serial Killer Porridge here, and today we've got an unboxing, review, installation and benchmarks of the GTX 970 from Asus. First off, I bought the OC edition, the overclocked edition, and it's the Asus Strix because it has the really funky owl thing on it. It has 4 gigs of DDR3, has the new fancy fans, and new really good VRAM, 4 gigs of DDR5 RAM, GeForce GTX, Strix edition, direct CU, with fancy nice pictures, really cool owl, the information just hiding my address there, and all the fancy new stuff with, if you want to just see it, just pause the video, just quickly go through it. If you want to read it all, just pause the video. Just got stuff saying VGA stuff and what's compatible, HDMI DisplayPort, DVI-D and DVI, just fans, just fancy stuff, and new GPU tweak. So let's get it out of the box, if I remember which side I opened it. Of course, I'm stupid. Don't tell me off when I'm stupid. It comes in a stupid box. No one likes boxes. Nice, new, fancy, in search of incredible box. Hallelujah. And phone. Let's put that to one side with the camera case and the screwdriver. And just a box in search of the incredible. So that's not that model. That's not what it says on my motherboard. And then you get a speed setup, the graphics card, Strix graphics card. What's that too? Is that a sticker? Is that a sticker for Ollie? There's no sticker for Ollie. Ah, there's no sticker for me. Let's just go over the quick setup and everything, how to set it up and everything. I don't need that because I'm a pro. This is videos telling you how to set it up the way I would set it up. And then some more nice packaging phone. Grab the actual graphics card carefully. Some more just stuff. So it's here in the thing, in its static proof bag. Open it and carefully move the card. First off, it's absolutely huge. My graphics card, the one I've got in my computer, is about that big. So, fancy fans. Oh, la la. First off, to notice, this is the only difference. This is one of the really good differences between this card and all the other cards. How it has its backplate. How it has a backplate. Like all the other cards, you can just damage the components by, because it doesn't have a backplate. Then it's got the standard just thing underneath, obviously underneath a protective wrapping, and then two, what's it called, SLI thing. So you can, I think it's 3-way or I think 4-way SLI. Max or 2-way, I think, yeah, an illuminated Strix logo, which looks really cool because I do have a side windowed panel on mine, and Asus direct CU too, so fancy stuff, all my things. Massive heat pipes. Look at them, they're huge. They're like probably a centimetre in diameter. Ace on the front here again. Asus logo here, massive. I think 90 millimeter fans, I think, with the owl look that they've done. Obviously, really nice fans. They got the ones where they just not spinning all the time. So if, say, that bit's like really cool, doesn't need it, just not spinning. It's got really fancy fans. Let's look at the ports. We've got a HDMI, DisplayPort, HDMI, DVI and VGA thingy, and DVI. That one there. Oh, sure, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not concentrating today. I don't concentrate. Jesus. It's got nice stuff and it's beautiful. It's just making me cry. It's making me want to just grab hold of this stand. It's a beautiful card. Nice. This is metal, I believe. Yes, metal. I'm stupid today. So yeah, we'll get on to the So now we've got the installation. So first you need to take out your old graphics card. That involves pulling out the wires. I just did that before thing. and then you grab some screws. Some screws. Actually, hang on. Do this in a well lit area, obviously, and with the screws, which are these weird ones for my case, it's the ones like this, and you put them in your pocket or somewhere safe where you won't lose them. And then there we go. Make sure it doesn't fall over. What I do is get a long screwdriver, and then you go down to the thing, the plastic bit on your Mobo, and you push down with it with the screwdriver until it pops out. Then you should be able to hopefully just pull out the graphics shit. Sorry, that just popped back up. What a dick. And then you just pull it out. And there you go. That's out. So now we got the motherload, the genius of the century, the GTX shit. And also, if you want to just have a quick size comparison, I just grabbed my old card. There you go. Huge. It's absolutely huge. And because I don't have a special anti-static wristband, I keep touching. Move any wires that are in the way out of the way, and gently make sure it's down. The PCIe slot is down, and then just lower it down till it's in. Make sure it's all there, and push it until it clips. Clicks in. Make sure it's there. Grab the first screw. And screw it in. I would recommend using a magnetic screwdriver for this because it's a lot better. And then that's screwed in. Then, because this is the Asus one, it has a 8-pin connector. You get your 6-pin. Then you grab the 8-pin special one if you do have one. If not, I'd get a 6-pin to 8-pin. And you just put them together as like that. And then you just slide it in, clip, done. It's clipped in. So that's the installation of the graphics card done. And I'll be back with some... So guys, now we're going to move on to the installation of the drivers. Obviously I've installed them before, but at first, but I just have to show it to you so I can get it to record it and everything. What you generally get, I'll show you what you generally get with the drivers. You get, if it will let me drag across, you get GPU tweak and the NVIDIA stuff, which I find useless. I think there might be a bit of flicker on this on the video. I don't know why. I guess it's the recording software I use. Obviously, put the DVD that comes with it into the disk drive if you want to do it, or you can obviously go on to NVIDIA drivers, and then you go and install it via the NVIDIA drivers. And obviously you click run check ID thingy, click yes. I'm just gonna move this to the left, and obviously, and then it gives you this. So you choose install manual. You get all the manual stuff. So you go, okay, I don't want to do that. I want to open the user manual. So obviously you have that, and then here you get all this. So it gives you all the drivers you can get. I've installed them, so all you have to do is just click on them. Obviously I've already got Google Chrome, so I don't need to install it again, and I don't want to Google toolbar. And then I'd keep this one you have to keep because it's drivers, and these ones just give you GPU tweak, which is this one. So obviously, but I don't want to bother installing it, so yeah. And if you want to do it here, you just do 900 series, product 970, and search, and then it will give you the downloads, and obviously you download it so you can use it.
but I don't need to do that. So once you got it downloaded, it generally would open. First thing it will do, I believe, yeah, it will ask you to restart your computer, and then it gives you GPU tweak. I'll just kick you a quick set guide of GPU tweak. Here on the side, it gives you your temperature usage, vid usage, FB usage, fan duty, and fan RPM, which is really cool about the new CPU 2 technology. So it's 0 RPM because it's not being used just for internet. Then all the memory uses and everything. On this side you can change it, so you can change all the memory clock. I have here, if I click on these ones, I have it overclock. And also I'd like to tell you why you do that. Just keep it there. If I can't remember, like it had the boost clock makes it go to very nicely fast and stuff. Boost clock up to 1000 megahertz, and then right down to that much. So yeah, and then memory clock of speed, and then everything. That's the sort of things you get. So here you have live updating things, and all the tune all the live update, all the hotkeys to showing the stuff, and settings. Then you have your GPU info. Is opening this, and then it gives you all your GPU info here, obviously, and everything. And if I don't think there's any more. So yeah, and then you have NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Yeah, NVIDIA GeForce Experience. When I open it, because it takes so long to open it, sometimes doesn't even work. It's where you get your updating and streaming. So here, games, so all the optimized games, drivers to check for the updates, shows you your rig, all the stuff you can do, NVIDIA Shield, and preferences, and then NVIDIA control panel when it loads. Then all your settings you can manage. I'll close that. So yeah, I'll move on to the stuff. Yeah. So I've been using the 970 for a while now. I think about like a week or two, and my initial thoughts on it, it's it's a really nice card. I generally get, like, most of the time, other than when I'm playing games, no RPM, the usage is barely anything, so my wattage use is absolutely shit all. And then now let's talk about benchmarks. So to be frank about this, the benchmarks might be affected because I do get bottlenecked, because I only have an AMD FX 6300 processor, and that gets bottlenecked with the GTX 970. So the frame rate will be affected by that. In Battlefield 4, before on my 4870 card from AMD, I used to get about 80 frames a second, 720p normal settings. Now I get about 120 FPS 1080p ultra settings, and that's a really good frame rate, but be aware that I probably would get higher if I had a processor that didn't get bottlenecked. On Far Cry 4 I generally get same 120 to 140 FPS ultra settings 1080p again, and I can run it on my old card. And some of the games I have, DayZ, I can run it on all the higher settings, 1080p, like anti-aliasing on full. Because DayZ's quite a laggy game right now, generally about, in cities obviously, where it gets lagged like 12 FPS obviously, but generally I get 30 FPS instead of having to run it on like normal settings at 12 FPS, something like that. So I get a higher FPS than normal. And say about the card, it looks good. And other frame rates, let me think about this. Let me look at my Steam library. Right, Counter-Strike, I get 120 FPS to a load of FPS generally, and that's really cool. And I generally get like 120 FPS, ultra settings, FX anti-aliasing, all on full. Elder Scrolls Skyrim, ultra settings, 1080p, 120 FPS. And then, like, I haven't played any money games, so just been that. Call of Duty World at War, yeah. And I think I might be able to record you the benchmark of Thingamabob. No, GSkills 2. Yeah. Right, so here's some benchmarks I got off the internet. So in Crisis 3 I get above 30 FPS. In Metro Last Light I get above 40 FPS towards the middle. In Watch Dogs above 40 FPS. Assassin's Creed above 40 FPS heading up to 50. Tomb Raider above 50 FPS, really close to 60. In Total War Rome 2 I get above 60 FPS. Hitman Absolution above 60 FPS. Thief above 60 FPS heading towards 70. Sleeping Dogs above 60 FPS again heading up to 70. Far Cry 3 above 70 FPS. Call of Duty Ghost above 70 FPS heading up towards 80. Battlefield 4 80 FPS, but that might not be true because I generally get 120 max settings. But this is when I was on Windows 7, this is on Windows 8. Grid Auto Sport 90 heading up to 100. Bioshock Infinite 100 FPS max plus. And just to let you be aware, I do not own these benchmarks, so yeah, go on to geforce.co.uk, they're the people who own these benchmarks, so I did not create these benchmarks. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you did, and everything, comment and subscribe. I hope this video was helpful for you, because these videos are all for the help of the community. So yeah, and to say it again, my overall comment about the graphics card is amazing. It does what you want it to do. It is worth the money. But another thing, just something to mention about it, it doesn't technically have 4 gigs of VRAM. It's some new news that people have discovered about it. It only has 3.5, but it does have the extra 0.5 that is used when it needs to be used. So it's not always used, but apparently it doesn't affect performance, but I don't know what it is about, so I can't go into deep about that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you did. Thanks for watching.